Scripted SEO. Black Hat versus White Hat in affiliate content strategies.
Welcome to my talk, and thank you all for coming. I am Tamara from Bazoom. We are working with link building for iGaming operators and affiliates. And I've been doing iGaming strategies for over 4 years in Bazoom. Besides that, I did strategies in other high competition niches, and I kind of get a sense of a little bit of black hat and white hat as well. And today we're going to talk a little bit about those risks in black hat, but also how white hat is doing in iGaming, and if there is any balance between those two. I will also show you some examples how to use both in strategic and smart ways, and not to risk your precious website, your source of revenue, lose all of that value. And then we're going to wrap it up with some advice and practical examples. So to start with, we're going to see some examples of black hat in iGaming. Some of you may know me. I've been doing a lot of talks in the last few years, and I've also been kind of advocating against unethical strategies in SEO, which is kind of black hat. But in iGaming, we know that the industry is very regulated with a lot of obstacles, and iGaming websites are the first ones to lose value when it comes to Google algorithms. So we're kind of forced here to use a lot of the black hat techniques. That doesn't mean that we should do it 100% and that it's the way to go for every iGaming website. So this is what you don't want to see in your Google Search Console, but it's something that I often see with my clients, unfortunately, after they are using unethical black hat strategies. So this is one of them. This is very often to see spam involved in their pages production. Scripted SEO is filled with automation and sometimes overused in iGaming. So in case you wake up to this kind of message in your Google Search Console, it means that you're up for a long recovery and a lot of money wasted down the hole. Another one is unnatural link sources. So if you overdid your off-page strategy with a lot of PBNs and unrelevant backlinks to gain quick wins, you might be seen by Google and recognized and punished for that. So there is still risks if you are doing it. How it looks like in SEO tools. Unfortunately, this was one of our favorite iGaming authority sites. You can see that the metrics here are very high. They were working very hard on their SEO throughout the years, but somebody sold them keyword boosting services back in end of 2023. So they gained some instant traffic even more. But you can see that after that, it didn't really go very well for them. The little jump in the blue line you can see is the thing that I like to call panic mode. So they try to fix those drops with some quick backlink services and ended up falling even more after every Google algorithm update. So they were not manually penalized. They didn't really know from their Google Search Console what actually made this happen, but they were algorithmically spotted and lost a lot of their traffic, which equals lost a lot of their money. The main black hat techniques that are popular in iGaming are the ones that you see on the list. Cloaking as the main one, and the one that is kind of most harmful for the iGaming websites. It means that you're just publishing a specific page that's looking like affiliate page, but in reality it's very different in the code, and the crawlers are seeing something completely different. And usually they are associated with malware and automation tools that are producing spam. So you're not only risking your visibility, but you're risking your whole affiliate network with this technique. Then there is PBN spam. Not necessarily every PBN network is harmful, but if misused and if it's not strategically implemented, it can also kind of ruin your strategy. Expired domains redirect, also very popular, something that's been active for decades in SEO, but usually Google is very fast to spot this tactic. So it's usually matched with exact match and anchor stuffing. Not every exact match strategy is harmful, but if you're overdoing it both in your off-page and off-page, on-page and off-page, it can signalize and red flag your website fast. And then in the end, injected or hacked links, also associated with malware practices and very hard to clean up. And the results can be that your website is associated with a lot of spam continuously. Your graphic look like this. Usually you are getting a lot of traffic very fast, which may look great on your weekly or monthly reports. You get a lot of quick money, but in a long term, you're not able to gain back that value. And in the end, you're spending a lot of money afterwards to fix this. Also, all of these techniques, especially cloaking, has been super popular in affiliates and most used in affiliate strategies. But as you can see from these metrics, these are very recent, doing an algorithm update, especially spam and link spam. The gambling websites are the first ones to get tested on. So whenever Google announces that there is an update, I know my friends from iGaming that are managing big websites are not sleeping for days. They're waiting for something to happen. So those penalties are usually not easy to remove. They're lasting very long, and the patterns later, they get flagged, and you are under constant watch by Google. On top of that, you're not ranking only for Google organic search anymore. You're now also need to figure out how to rank for AI search and LLMs. So we all know that LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and AI overviews, they are actually scraping and crawling Google results. So if you want to show up in both of these searches, you would need to do white hat practices as well. So I'm questioning, again, why do we still do all of this if there is so much risk? There is also an opinion that white hat in iGaming is very boring, very slow. It's not something that pays off quickly, and it takes a lot of time. You need to build a whole SEO team. So for some people, especially for affiliate websites, that's too slow and that's not convertible. The ROI is not there. But still, we need to do white hat. We need to do general SEO to be able to rank in any way. First thing to do is to start with the structure and hit all of those technicals like structured data. You need to put all of your data clean in the code and keep your entity signals active all the time, which means anything from authors to page updates, everything needs to be cleaned up. Data-driven pages are something that all search engines love, and it's something that can also be automated or manually written. So what does it actually mean, data-driven pages? It's something that you are testing and analyzing from your current strategies, something useful for the users that you want to promote on your website, and then you can actually use it both on page and off page. Intent-focused clusters are also interesting for affiliates. It's something that can not only be beneficial for your technical structure, but also for your signaling later in the process. Digital PR with regulations or safety insights, something that you can constantly improve and that can also do wonders for your brand signals as well. And then high trust link placements. Also, you can implement this in PR, but also in link building strategies. So I'm not here to shade Black Hat completely, and I'm not here to tell you that White Hat is the way to go. There is a golden ratio, and there is the sweet spot that I like to call it for iGaming, and it's something that combines all of the factors together. So this would be kind of a golden ratio for your iGaming strategy, especially if you're doing some content automation and if you're managing a large affiliate network. So you build your safe foundation. You do everything by the book. You follow the Google guidelines to make sure that your website is actually resilient if you're going to do a little bit of black hat, if you're going to take some risks. And then there is the smart part of the strategy that that combines the both. So you can see that safe foundation, a little bit of risk, and playing it smart is the way to go. How do we do that both internally and externally on our website? So the first thing is we can use the redirect through branded microsites for affiliates, which kind of gives you flexibility if you want to test some temporary promotional pages or some short-term campaigns with Black Hat, so that you are not risking your main brand's reputation or signals. Then there is affiliate link masking and tracking redirects, so you can protect your data flow. Aged and expired domains, it's something that's a no-no in usual SEO, but there is a sweet spot with that. If you're going to use this technique, make sure to work on the expired domain first and boost the authority and relevant content on that website before redirecting or migrating to your own brand, so that you're minimizing the risks and minimizing the red flags that you could get into. And then speaking of scripted SEO, the thing that everybody uses is AI-generated content. Also, I heard that the panelists talked about this too. There is a thing in AI content that a lot of people say that AI content is forbidden, that Google doesn't like it. If we look at official Google guidelines and comments, they are encouraging AI content, but in a way that it's human-proof and actually useful to the readers. So for me, it's a yes, but use it in a smart way and regulate how it turns out and how you publish the AI content. In this process, these are all things that you can fully control. You have full control over every step of these strategies, so you have the benefit of being able to test, for example, all of these techniques and see what's actually ranking, what's actually working from these techniques, which then you can use for your future strategies. When you take out the good and see what's not working, you can rebuild those thin results, but you can also reuse and repurpose the good results, and then the cycle continues. All of this is happening while your affiliate main domain and the network is still alive, still ranking, and still not penalized. There are also external factors that you can kind of control. Guest posting and link insertions. Do it on a relevant website, even though it's considered, if you're building links on purpose, it's also considered against Google guidelines, kind of gray hat. But if you do it in a relevant way, following EEAT, there is no harm in this tactic. Paid placements are also working very well for iGaming. You don't have to always disclose in the code that it's rel sponsored for the link, but you can disclose within a picture or a little disclaimer at the beginning of the page that somebody may be paid for this article, which is also compliant with a lot of European local regulations for advertising. So you're kind of doing black hat in a white hat way here. Repurposed PR, it's also an unexplored opportunity. So if you have some old PR articles that are mentioning your brand, you can also use it for linking or repurposing for tier 2 backlinks and extend your strategy like this. There is also an interesting quick tactic that you can use with risk separation, which is buffer sites linking to your money pages. And it works like this. You have your main domain with maybe subdomains or themed affiliate network, and you have full control of those domains. You can do a small cluster of specific intent in topics, and you can create full technical core and build up those pages so that they're indexable, visible to Google. Then you can redirect all of these pages to buffer pages on your main domain. And then once they start getting value, you can redirect only the value internally towards your main money site. So very easy tactic and something that's kind of black hat that works in a white hat environment. And then as a separate gray tactic that's still very popular, very controversial, very scandalous in SEO, in the general SEO, it's parasite SEO. It's something that all iGaming brands are always striving to have. So basically, for some of you that don't know, parasite SEO is publishing an article, like a listicle or a review article on large, huge authority websites like San Francisco News or The Guardian, for example. So you publish a page that gets a lot of traffic very fast, a lot of real traffic, and usually your link is no-follow to not be able to be tracked by Google, but then you get a lot of real exposure. So this page basically serves as a separate little domain page for your website. The thing with parasite SEO is that for the users, it's just a piece of journalism, something that it's useful for them. They can read some reviews and get information about your affiliate iGaming website. For Google, it's not so dangerous, but you're also getting the vote of confidence and authority by being linked on this website. And for you, it's kind of like riding a rented Ferrari, because you get all of that adrenaline rush, all of that luxury and glamour, but there is a risk that if you crash your rented Ferrari, it's not going to end well, and you're going to maybe lose some money and lose money for the other side. So to wrap this all up, every site has its pros and cons. White hat can be slow, but if you pick the best and the most scalable strategies in white hat, you can get fast results that are Google-proof and clean. If you use black hat, you can get initial boost that it's good if you're starting from scratch, and you can later build up by testing, by doing small and quick tests, combined with the white hat. And together combined, it's personally the best option for iGaming websites. So play this game clever. You need to play the game. You need to use these techniques to be able to strive and survive in iGaming, but do not be reckless, because you're not only playing with your domain, you're actually playing with your whole business model. And if you want to talk more about these topics, you can find me on the QR code. And if you have any questions, we can go through some of them now. Thank you.